Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Melanie Blake, and I'm the Director of Classical Pursuits. And I'm here today with John Riley, one of our longtime leaders at Classical Pursuits. And John's also led for over 30 years Great Books discussions with the Great Books Foundation in Chicago, Benedictine College, and other institutions. And we're trying something out. We're trying something out today that's new. John is here just to talk a little bit about his upcoming Ulysses seminar. That's Ulysses by James Joyce, published in 1922. So almost the 100th year anniversary, a great time to read Ulysses. And in this video, we are just going to give you a chance to meet John and learn a little bit more about why it's such a great idea to read Ulysses and what you can expect from the seminar. So welcome, John. Thanks for doing this. And as we've talked about this a little bit before, but reading Ulysses, which for many is a kind of a formidable novel, if you haven't read it before, is a kind of experience that's all to itself. And what are you most excited about reading Ulysses?
I'm most excited about the sense of discovery that I know I will have, even having read the novel a couple of times before. Information overload has never been so much fun. He is not just doing it to show his skill as a writer. It's not technical the way he layers and creates so many different impressions. I think it's important for everybody to understand that that's how he viewed the world. This is a realistic novel in the sense that Joyce believes that our, what we know, our memory, our experience, our observations are all tied together with very little connective tissue. These things can break apart very easily, but that's how we encounter the world. We bring in all kinds of layers of understanding that's very tenuous and then falls away. He helps us with that challenge of trying to make order out of our sense impressions and our experience. Joyce helps us with it by actually giving us a story that's very simple. There are three main characters. It all happens on 16 June 1904 in Dublin, Ireland. The scenes change, of course, but the location is stable. There's a lot about it that you needn't trouble yourself as far as the plot is concerned. But it's amazing how he can give you a whole world in such a contained place. Everybody who encounters it, I think will find a level of understanding that will amaze them and will be different if they've actually read the novel before.
Great, and let's pick up a little bit on that. So in the seminar, we're going to have people who are coming to Ulysses for the first time and people who might have read it before. So what do you hope each of those groups takes away from reading it in a group with you?
The people who've read it before, I'll start with them. I hope that they won't become an overzealous reference detective. It's a lot of fun to do the connection between the Homer's Odyssey, but everybody needs to remember that Joyce departs from that a lot of times for humorous effects. So you can, it's a recipe for a little bit of frustration if you think you can track every reference to its source and thereby have a magic bullet as far as the meaning of what he's talking about. Because he subverts it on purpose and often for humorous effect, if not always for humorous effect. But I think people who have had the experience before will have a different layer of understanding. They'll have the recognition of the things I'm talking about, the simplistic, basic plot line, of the story. And people who are new to it, I think they should just have fun. I do think they should investigate some of the references. And in our seminar, I have the annotation, the Gifford Ulysses annotated, and I'll let anybody who doesn't want to trouble with it come to me and ask me for the references, and I'll track it down as best as I can using Gifford's Ulysses annotated. So I want them to let their curiosity guide them as they explore Joyce's manic imagination, and not feel encumbered by having to do all of it. Joyce didn't want you to do all of it. He made a kind of a famous joke about, well, now the professors will be able to look up things for the next 3 centuries. And I think that's a call to don't do that. We don't do that in our life. We don't do that in our experience. We don't track everything down. So I think that people will have a good time if they let their own curiosity set the table, and understand that in life, there are lots of blind alleys, and we don't always figure everything out.
Right. Oh, it sounds like it's going to be a really great experience. Like you said, really fun, and a chance to just let your, like you said, Joyce kind of, he doesn't hold back with his imagination, and with the sense of what's possible. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's great to read this book in a group, because you all can do the same. Just have a lot of fun with it. And for those of you who are considering our seminar, I hope you enjoyed this chance to get to know John a little bit and hear more about what he's going to do. Those of you who have been in seminar with John before, either at our Toronto Pursuits in-person program or online, know that he always brings out the best in everyone, I think, in their ideas and their thoughts, and creates a great community where you will feel supported if you're coming, especially if you're coming to Ulysses for the first time. So thank you so much, John, for taking a little bit of time to talk about this seminar. It starts October 26th. I suddenly had a blank. Is that right? October, yes, October 26th. So there's still plenty of time to sign up. It's a read as you go seminar. So don't worry. Don't think there's no way I can read this huge novel by then. Don't worry. It's read as you go. There's still plenty of time. And if you would like more information about reading James Joyce's Ulysses with John Riley and our seminar group, feel free to email me at info@classicalpursuits.com. And you can also find more contact info for us on our website. Happy to answer any questions. And if you have a question for John, I'm happy to direct you to him as well. So yeah, we're really excited. We've read Ulysses before at Toronto Pursuits with the late great Ulysses scholar Mike Grode, and this is the first time we're doing it online with John, and we're really excited. We hope that you will join to read this novel that really changed the course of fiction for the 20th century. I think it's safe to say that. John, would you agree?
I would agree totally.
Okay.
Thanks so much for having me for this, and I look forward to seeing everybody for our Ulysses class, October 26th.
Great. Thank you so much, Don. And thank you, everyone. Look for more short videos about what we're doing in the next several months. Thank you so much.